everyone. Randy here from Jacob's Triangle again. Welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button down below. Now, if you will remember back a few weeks ago, I posted a video that was about my insulation that is going to go on the floor of the house that got wet. And my question was, can it be saved? Well, short answer is no, it can't. I'm out here now. I'm going to show you what the insulation looks like now. But what happened is, while the insulation was in its packaging, compressed, it got wet, and I took some of it out to see if it would dry out, and it did dry out, but it did not expand again. So if it gets wet while it is compressed, it'll stay compressed. Compressed insulation is virtually useless because it does not do its job of holding air to insulate the cavity that it's in. So let me show you what's going on with that. Okay, so as you can see here, it is dry and it is still compressed. It's kind of, well, it's like it got wet. You know, wet cotton candy is what it acts like. And there's no loft to it. And you know, this one down here, the edge got wet, and it's, you know, over here and down here. See, that one absolutely did not come back at all. And as you can see, I have it lined all the way to the front of the container, hoping that it would dry out. Some of it is, see, here we go again. See, the edge of it, it did not loft up like it needs to. So that's useless. Overall, it's not useful, at least not in the house. And to me, it was, or it is, R19, which, you know, I'm in Northern California. It doesn't get terribly cold in the winter. You know, it might get down to freezing around Christmas time, but during the summer, it gets pretty hot. We will go over 100 degrees and up to 110 degrees. Very rare, but we'll get that hot. So I'm thinking that for my energy bill, I want better insulation in the floor. Somebody, or a few people, had suggested contacting my insurance company to see if they would replace it for me. So I did that. And I was asked if it would be less than $1,600, $1,600, because that's what my deductible is. Well, I went to Home Depot and I priced out the insulation, and it's $1,400. So insurance didn't cover it for me. I did manage to find a way to buy it that it was a little bit cheaper, and we got a 10% off from Home Depot. So we ended up getting it for about, I think it was $1,200. It's not bad. $1,200 I didn't really want to spend, but it's going to be better than what we had before, which is, you know, better insulation. It's going to make the house warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer, and our utilities will stay lower, which is very, very important. So that, you know, $1,200 spent now over the life of the house is going to be pennies, and it'll probably end up paying for itself sooner than later. So that's my update on the insulation for today. No, it cannot be saved if it gets wet while it's compressed. Lesson learned. And when you're storing your building supplies, make sure it's stored in a place where it's not going to get wet. Learn from me. Don't make my mistake.
I can't believe it. I almost forgot to do my shout out. This video, I want to shout out the African lion, Mickey Bill Roberts. He is a YouTuber in South Africa, and he does some gardening and various other things. He made meat pies a couple of times. It's what we call pot pies. He calls them meat pies. He's done it a couple of times. They look delicious. So you guys, go over to check him out and subscribe to him. I'm sure he'll appreciate it.
Until next time, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.